Hey everyone, Charlie is a grandmapotamus today. Today is July 11th. I talked to Grandmommy Chrissy. I told her about the presidential stuff and she was like, Picatus, anybody can try to do anything but you don't have money so it's not going to happen, but like I support you and love you regardless. And I was like, okay, cool. So this is the long-awaited tick removal video. So this little guy is Pro Tick Remedy, patent 5447511, made in the USA, and it says www.tick, Tango India Charlie Kilo India November Foxtrot Oscar.com. And this little guy got that female tick, the Lone Star tick, off of and husband cat's texting me, off of my baby. So you can use the magnifying glass and then use this guy to extract stuff from yourself, your baby, someone that you care about. So I'm going to read this little tick info so that way you guys have information on should you find yourself in a situation where you have a tick. So it says tick info you need to know. How to identify a tick protection. So basics for tick identification. The most difficult part of Alright, husband cat is awesome because he's like, he found me additional availability. So maybe I'll get another hotel room. And if it doesn't have a bathtub, then maybe I'll go to Home Depot and I'll buy a thing so I can take baths. Because like you guys don't know, but like I did that. All right, back to the video. Apologies. All right, so basic tick identification. The most difficult part of identifying a tick is knowing what to look for. First is to recognize if the pest is a tick, then to determine what group the tick belongs to. It sounds simple enough, but proves difficult because ticks are small and hard to see clearly without a magnifier. We encounter many ticks after they have attached and been feeding for some amount of time. An aspect of ticks that amazes most people, yes, sir, Charlie, and that leads to misidentification is a tick can enlarge its size 20 to 50 fold when engorged. That means it can get 20 to 50 times bigger than it was whenever it's fully engorged with your blood or someone's blood that you care about. 200 times its weight. That's a lot. With blood and look nothing like an unengorged tick. Looking at these pre and post engorgement photos, it's hard to believe they're the same pest. We choose the Lone Star tick female as our example because her white spot is unique and will help clarify the location of the dorsal shield, which does not change through the engorgement process. And see, I could absolutely testify to this because when this tick first presented itself on my son, when we were in Manassas, it was on his arm. And I was going to put some alcohol on the tweezers and then try to remove it and then put alcohol on there. And then, like Charlie being Charlie, he grabbed the alcohol bottle and he's quick and he's smart, he's strong. And so he just opens it up and he dumps it all over himself. And while I'm trying to get all the alcohol off of him, boom, the tick is gone. And I looked all over the bedroom and I couldn't find it. And I was like, okay, that's great. I'm going to end up with the tick on me. But then, like, it turns out that it just burrowed itself onto his head. And I inspected him from head to toe and I couldn't find the stupid tick. So I don't even know how it got back on him, but it did. And it did it on the back of his head. So it was a pain. And then, like, so if I wouldn't have seen that spot and I was looking up what kind of tick it was, then I would not have known because by the time we took it off of him, it was huge. It was a she, by the way. Look closely at the area. Try your 5x Pro Tick Remedy magnifier from the point of the mouth parts up to the small white dot circled left. This call, you know what, I need to switch you guys so you can not see me. Oh yeah, I'm also working on, marketing stuff. Let's see if I can make this where you can read it. All right, so this is how the tick can change. So it was, pardon me, I'll have to use my pinky. It was like this, and then it turned into this. And like the doctor was even like, no, it's not a Lone Star. I'm like, no, it is, because it was this one, or shall I say, this one whenever I first saw it. All right. Try your 5 times Pro Tick Remedy Magnifier from the point of the mouth parts up to the small white dot circled left. This is called the dorsal shield, and even with the significant growth in the size, this tick, the shield does not change. By using only the shield as your reference, you can, with practice, distinguish between tick species, diseases, human monocytic erythrolycosis, tularemia, and a disease called STARI, Southern Tick-Associated Rash Illness. I'm trying to make it where I can read from you guys' perspective. All right, deer tick is a member of a group called Ioxdis that are found worldwide. The group includes western black-legged deer tick, and many others. They all look alive and transmit the same variety of disease. Most cases of Lyme disease occur during the summer when the nymphs and people are most active. Nymphs are the most dangerous part because they are extremely tiny. An unengorged nymph is about the size of a period. Nymph engorgement. I've actually had some of these on me. I didn't even know that's what they were. While the engorged nymph is the size of this O, nymphs can feed unnoticed, and because of this fact are known to transmit most cases of Lyme disease. Lyme disease, babiosis, erythrolycosis, I don't know. And this is the size and scale to a dime. Then we have a female, we have a nymph, we have a male, and then we have a brown dog tick, is at the time mistaken for the deer tick in later stages of engorgement because of the dark spot of the dorsal shield. The most noticeable difference between the two is that the mouth part is shorter on the brown tick. Diseases, canine erythrolycosis. Note, attachment to humans is uncommon. So this is fascinating. Female engorgement. American dog tick looks like the Gulf Coast. There's a Gulf Coast tick. American dog tick looks like the Gulf Coast tick and the Rocky Mountain wood tick. Distribution is basically formed by a line drawn from the Montana to South Texas. The American dog tick favors the east, while the Rocky Mountain wood tick favors the west. Diseases: Rocky Mountain spotted fever, tularemia, and may carry human granulotic erythrosis. Rocky Mountain wood tick diseases, Colorado tick fever, female engorgement sequence, and of course copyright SCS Ltd 2010, all rights reserved. We're going to flip this over and I'm going to listen for Charlie to see if he's getting grumpy or if he's okay. Wow, this is a lot of information. We have to speed this up because we have other communications going on. Ticks are part of a family that includes spiders, scorpions, and mites. By design, ticks are remarkable creatures, yet disgusting based on their interaction with humans and animals. We don't like creatures that feed on our blood and give diseases to our family and pets. Ticks require these blood meals in order to continue their life cycle. The female requires blood to produce her egg mass, which can number 20,000, and she then dies. Her eggs hatch as six-legged larva ticks, seed ticks, seek out their first meal, and then become eight-legged nymph ticks. The nymph tick begins in search for blood so that it can become an adult, either male or female, and the cycle continues. Ticks need these blood meals to survive and continue their species. It's not a secondary objective, it is their only objective. Ticks have an organ in their front legs that can read minuscule amounts of carbon dioxide, a gas emitted by all warm-blooded animals. A tick doesn't choose its ambush site randomly. It knows the area is traveled frequently, and that all it needs to do is wait. Ticks typically will climb onto grasses and wait until a passing victim makes contact. When brushed against, they grab onto the fabric or fur and begin climbing upward, seeking a feeding site. Ticks do not jump, fly, or fall from trees. That would be more like a spider. While a tick is fast and nimble, a tick is slow and plodding. A spider can be easily crushed, but a tick is extremely difficult to crush. Repellents are often touted as an answer to tick problems. Regardless of type, repellents, DEET, picoterin, any natural, etc., will only delay ticks, but they will not stop them from seeking their objective. There is only one product that stops tick and stops them dead, 0.5% permethrin. If you learn about permethrin clothing treatment and use it properly in conjunction with daily tick checks, you can stop ticks from transmitting their menu of disease. A tick that avoids a person who is wearing repellents will ambush and attack another person who is not using repellent. But when a tick ambushes a person using permethrin, the tick will receive a lethal dose while it crosses the treated fabric. Tick dead, no future ambush, no future victims. And if it's a female or future female nymph, that's 20,000 eggs not produced. So protect yourself and your family with permethrin. Don't rely on a tick remover as your first line of defense. A tick remover is your last line of defense when things have gone wrong. Using the Pro Tick Remedy. Your PTR is a precision compression tweezer that captures ticks by their embedded mouth parts without squeezing or crushing the tick's body. The PTR was tested extensively at a premier state university and found to be significantly more effective than tweezers. It'd be nice if you guys cited who it was. Standard methods: hold the PTR lightly between your thumb and forefinger. Make sure the V slot is clear. Part any hair or fur near the tick to ensure a clear view. Soft, fleshy site Okay, we gotta hurry up because Charlie's getting really grumpy with Izzy. Soft, fleshy skin may require stretching the skin taut at the tick's location to make positioning of the PTR under the tick easier. Position the PTR so that the tick's mouth part attachment point of tick is aligned with the wide front portion of the V slot shown below. Slide the PTR gently towards the tick while lifting the tick's body onto the PTR fingers so that the tick will be perpendicular to the slot and it is set as deeply as possible within the slot. Once the tick is correctly positioned, apply slight upward pressure by lifting the PTR sufficiently to pucker the skin. Hold this puckered skin position steady until the tick releases. Don't hurry or otherwise try to force the tick's removal. The light, steady pressure you are applying and consistently positioning of the tick within the slot should result in its release. Position Pro Tick carefully. Lift the tick to pucker the skin. Hold the position until release. Once the tick is removed, wash the bite site with soap and water and apply an antiseptic. Record information of the bite, including location and date in case symptoms occurred. Clear the tick from the PTR and dispose of or retain the tick per your medical practitioner's advice. The PTR can be cleaned by any means. Information contained herein is not medical advice. Only your doctor or veterinarian can provide that. The PTR is a precision grooming tool for adult use only, solely for the purpose intended. Due to the variables of tick removal, no instrument can guarantee results. For example, tick species, user technique, experience, bite location, duration of tick attachment and condition, including prior damage to the tick. The decision to remove the tick or to seek professional help remains solely yours. The manufacturer and its agents are not responsible if you separate the tick's mouth parts from its body. If this happens, most health professionals agree that it would be treated the same as a wood splinter. Always consult your health professional about health-related concerns. If you damage your PTR, send it together with a self-addressed, stamped first-class postage return envelope to the address below for a free replacement of the tool. And this is SCS Ltd. Come on, Charlie. 140 Shot Road. Come here. Lake Ariel. I'll give you guys that information in a second because she is so mad. She says, Mama, I am such a tired cat. Oh, you see yourself? Charlie, you see yourself? Oh, there you are. Yeah, you're a cranky baby. You cannot have that camera. You cannot have that camera. It's not for you. It's a phone. It's Mama's phone. Oh, goodness. Hold on. Can we finish the video really quick? So this is SCS Ltd 140, and it's Sierra Charlie Hotel Oscar Tango Road, and it's in Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania. Oof. He wants up, he wants down, he wants everything. 18436. See Advanced Tick Removal at www.tickinfo.com, and that's Tango India Charlie Kilo India November Foxtrot Oscar.com. Pro Tick Remedy is a registered trademark of SC. Sierra Charlie Sierra dot Ltd 2010, all rights reserved. So there you go. And that's how you can like remove a tick if you need to. And like, you know, also involve your baby in a video because he was the star of the show. And just because I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna check this tick site. And it's just turned into like a little bump, but there's no rash. But there's like this little scratchy spot that he's not going to let us see. And it kind of looks like a little pimple, and that's what it looks like right now. So hopefully it doesn't do anything else. But I've been kind of checking it every day, and I haven't seen it do anything, but it's still super scary. But I mean, my point of advice would be to keep this little kit together and just get one for your vehicle. That's my general philosophy, is if you find something to be useful and you have more than one vehicle, keep stuff in your vehicles. All right, I see you guys later. Bye.